Hello friends, this is Sumati Sridhar welcoming you to listen in to yet another interesting story from Kulture Katha. Now that the monsoons are here and gathering momentum, I think it would be a good idea to know and understand who our ancient rain gods were and how they have changed over time, and also what rains meant for our ancients and how their ideas on rains reflected in the stories they told. In the ancient pastoral society, when humans were largely a nomadic group, dependent largely on their cattle for meeting their food needs, rains did not matter much to them. But once they fell into a settled agrarian life, rains came to assume a lot of importance. So the need for rains also gave way to the need for rain gods, and thus were born the Vedic rain deities Indra, Varuna and Parjanya. Although Vedic Indians had several rain gods, Indra seems to have been the most important one. In the Rig Veda, Indra is the most propitiated deity, with nearly a third of the hymns being dedicated to him. Here, Indra is depicted as a warrior god of the skies who kills several demons to ensure that rains fell to the earth and nourished all living beings. He is famously hailed for killing the serpent demon Vritra in order to release the waters that the demon had held up. But who did the Vedic Indians refer to as Vritra? Well, for the Vedic poet who chose to describe nature in metaphors, the demon Vritra could have been the metaphor used to depict a dark rain-bearing cloud in the sky. Indra struck his thunderbolt at Vritra and the dark clouds released the rains. Vritra could also have been the drought on earth or the mountains that blocked the rains from falling. These ideas arise because Indra is hailed as killing demons, including Shushna, which means extreme heat that possibly caused droughts, and Kuyava, that means bad harvest. Indra's Ayudha is Vajra, the thunderbolt, and his Vahana is the white elephant Airavata. Why is his elephant white? We find the answer in the other names given to Airavata. Airavata is referred to as Arkasodara, which means brother of the sun, and Abhramatanga, which literally means elephant of the clouds. So Airavata may have referred to the white clouds which Indra rides. So whenever the demon Vritra enveloped the skies in the form of dark clouds, Indra struck his thunderbolt and caused the rains hoarded up by Vritra to fall to the earth. By bringing in the rains, Indra also became a god of fertility. Some scholars even interpret the story of Indra and Ahalya using this fertility motif. Hal means plough, and Ahalya, they say, refers to an untilled or unploughed land. So the entire story of Indra's dalliance with Ahalya is seen as a metaphor of the rains fertilizing the earth. Indra's wife Indrani is also referred to as Mahanagni, the wide untilled lands ready to be ploughed and seeded. This fertility motif of Indra can be found in Tamil culture too. Indra, or Indiran as he is referred to in Tamil, is the deity who presides over the Mullai landscape that encompasses the fertile cultivable lands. The Tamil epic Silapadiharam makes an elaborate mention of the festival for Indra called Indravila, which is celebrated in spring, the season of love. From the descriptions in Silapadiharam, it appears that Indravila was celebrated with a lot of pomp and splendor, but basically seeking abundance of rains and prosperity to keep hunger, diseases and enemies at bay. This fertility motif of the rains appears yet again in the story of Rishyashringa that is told both in the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. But in this story, fertility comes associated with chastity or sexual fidelity. In the story, Rishyashringa is a brahmachari and son of a sage named Vibhandak. Rishyashringa is brought up by his father without ever having known a woman. His celibacy or unspilt semen was believed to give him extraordinary powers, including the powers to bring rains. So when a 12-year drought destabilizes Angadesa, its king Romapada sends his daughter Shanta to lure Rishyashringa into his kingdom in order to bring rains for the lands. Lo and behold, that's precisely what happens. As soon as Rishyashringa, lured by Romapada's daughter, sets foot into Angadesha, the heavens open up and it starts to pour. At the end of the story, Shanta is married to Rishyashringa and they both enter the life of a householder, the Grihastha that marks the fertile period of man. So in a sense, the rains signify not just the fertility of the lands, but also the fertility of mankind. Anyway, chastity or not, with time we find Vedic deities like Indra taking a backseat as newer gods emerged. You may remember how in one of my previous videos I had told a story from the Bhagavata Purana of how Indra worship gave way to the worship of Krishna. This is best captured in the famous verse of Andar, the female Alvar poet among the 12 Tamil Vaishnavite poet saints. In this verse, Andar, while praying for the well-being and prosperity of her community, puts her request across to the rain god to draw the waters from the ocean, form clouds as dark as the color of Krishna's skin, and fall on the earth as rains. But the interesting point here is that she makes no mention of any other rain god, but does seem to address Krishna as if he were the rain god himself. Although some scholars still interpret the verse as her request to Parjanya Devata, who is being commanded by Krishna, it's clear that by the time of Andal, which was roughly around the 7th to 9th century AD, the Vedic rain gods such as Indra and Parjanya had more or less lost their importance, and their roles had been taken over by Puranic gods such as Krishna. That, my dear friends, was a short story of how our ancients viewed the rains and what motives they attributed to it. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please do like and share with interested family and friends. I'm also super happy to share the news that our next video will be the 50th video from Kulture Katha. And I promise to make that a very interesting one for you all. So please do look out for that. Till then, it's tada, bye bye, take care from Sumati Sridhar.